Do you smell that? Ah, that's the smell of a fresh year, 2026. And guess what? Podzilla is back once more, everybody. Welcome back to your favorite monster movie podcast with your host, Mykah Drake, and my good friend here,
Jasha. I'm a good friend. That's all I am to you.
You're also a little bit more. Brother, my kin.
Yeah. We're back. 2026. This is going to be a big year.
You know, I already feel the difference.
Do you?
2026 feels different.
We're recording this, Mike, in 2025. We're not in the new year yet.
I didn't know you were saying that.
We're not in the new year, but I have a feeling I'm with you. It's gonna be a good year.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good year.
It hasn't even been Christmas yet at time of recording, but I'm expectant.
Me too. Yeah.
How you doing?
Good. I'm doing good.
Nice. Jasha, can I open us up just straight with some Godzilla news?
No.
Some megaNEWSlon.
No.
Jasha, please.
Okay. Yeah. Take us in. megaNEWSlon, I'll let you do it. This once to start off the year. Only megaNEWSlon for the rest of the season. Okay.
Only megaNEWSlon for the rest of the season.
Yeah, we can do it if you want to.
Oh, nice. Jasha, this Podzilla started off as a Godzilla podcast.
Yeah.
I feel like we've been lacking some Godzilla for a little bit, but there's been some Godzilla news.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you're excited for it. There has been a new Godzilla anime series announced.
Mykah.
From Toho themselves.
From the creators of Godzilla Singular Point themselves.
I'm sad that it basically confirms that there's not a Singular Point season 2.
This is like the spiritual successor. Same studio behind it, creating more Godzilla anime content.
It's good. But I feel like, I don't know, a little bit more Singular Point would have been nice.
I don't think we have a name for this new show as of yet, but they have done a press release that said, "This work is a first for the franchise, featuring a boy who possesses the powers of Godzilla, and we believe it will be able to more deeply portray both the fear and hope of the modern era." So it's about a little anime boy who has Godzilla powers, and I'm guessing it'll be like guys who all get powers, guys and gals, like people who are embodied with different abilities depending on different like kaiju.
Yeah, which all we have so far to go off of alongside that little release from Toho themselves is an image.
Yeah.
We have a picture.
We do.
A little boy with what seems like
He has some scoots.
He's got some scoots on. His whole body
is he in space?
Is covered in black Godzilla-like scoots. He's got a giant Godzilla hand with blue lightning streaking out of it. And what feels like what's it called in the anime? It's like a Godzilla stand. That's Persona. You don't know Persona.
Godzilla stand?
It's like a little spectral Godzilla behind him looking thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Godzilla stand.
A stand. Wow. Yeah, I don't know myself enough for that. So, so people getting powers of Godzilla monsters.
I'm hoping that this means we can get a little Manila boy.
Manila boy?
Imagine you, Jasha, right now getting Manila powers.
Like a Mothra girl?
You just become
Mykah.
Lumpy and grey.
King Caesar girl? What's that character's name?
Home.
Do you remember her name?
Princess Caesar? I don't know.
She had a name.
It's been far too long. We still haven't gone back and covered Godzilla Season 3.
Well, they haven't released it with English subtitles yet.
Yeah.
There's a whole season of Godzilla which they have not released because they are still releasing Chibi Godzilla. We do need to watch the latest Chibi Godzilla season. We do need to watch Chibi Godzilla. And I think Godzilla Island is now on their YouTube fully with English subtitles, so we should even catch up on that because we had no clue what was happening in the last half of that show.
Gosh, I do not envy the days of watching 8 hours of untranslated Godzilla.
That was fun.
Top level thoughts about the new show. You feeling good about it?
It's weird.
It is out there.
It's very anime. I'm interested. I didn't mind Singular Point. I quite enjoyed it. So I have faith for that studio to make something cool. The idea of just people with kaiju powers is kind of lame to me. I would prefer just a new Godzilla anime with monsters.
Yeah.
Not like teen angst mixed with discovering newfound abilities.
There's the thematic resonance right there. It's discovering yourself.
Do you hear what they said in their press release? This will be able to more deeply portray both the fear and hope of the modern era. More deeply than what? -1? What are they? What's
Yeah.
more deeply than what?
That failed in some areas, but I feel like with this new animation,
I guess modern era being like based in the present day.
I don't know what they mean by that.
I don't, are you
I
hopeful?
don't know. I'm hopeful. I feel like, especially with Singular Point, but also the anime trilogy, which we actually felt quite good about.
Take me back.
I've got faith that they can make some awesome stuff in the anime space. I'm just a little bit disheartened. I don't know, that they're moving on from what I feel like Singular Point, they could have gotten a bit more out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they're moving on maybe just a little bit too quickly, but it is what it is. That's not saying that they won't make a Singular Point season 2.
You've loved all the anime we've covered.
I have.
You were a big...
That's true. I'm a sucker for anime. What can I say?
You liked Gamma Rebirth quite a bit more than I did. You were a fan.
That was a good show.
You were a fan.
You know who else likes anime?
Who? Pods of the Wrap-Up Show co-host Rich Jette.
Is it true?
He loves anime. Rich loves anime.
Bro, me and Rich are like this.
I have more Godzilla news. megaNEWSlon.
Go on.
Official release date for Monarch Legacy of Monsters Season 2, February 27th, 2026.
It's coming up
next
so
month.
close.
Next month, Mykah. Monarch Legacy of the Monsters. Weekly releases. Are you ready? We're going to be up to date this time. We're actually going to be able to watch Godzilla content week to week.
Within the past 12 hours of this recording, there was a new promo for season 2.
Was
We get our first look at Godzilla. I imagine by the time that this episode comes out, there might be a proper trailer for the
It's
season.
probably way more promotional material. This is wild. There were also, I think there was an announcement, or at least very heavy rumors. Apple TV have greenlit a prequel series to Monarch Legacy of the Monsters. Did you see this?
A prequel to Monarch.
Wyatt Russell is apparently returning for his own show based back in time, set during the Cold War, and it's United States and Russia grappling. A lot of tension between them in a world of monsters.
I feel like half the thing about the first season was Wyatt's first introduction to monsters.
So I'm guessing it'll be like
Halfway in between his first.
in between after we first see Wyatt Russell in that show and when we last see him and he's shipped off into that facility. Because, right, I think
Oh gosh, I don't know.
he's kept in the facility and then Kurt Russell's like escapes from that place that he's being kept in when they go to the present day.
I forget that season 1 was real timey-wimey.
Yeah, it was. Was it? Were they working together? No. Kurt Russell and Wyatt Russell were never together.
No. But they did get trapped in the... Oh, I don't know, man. I need to do a rewatch.
It's time for a rewatch.
Someone make a little season 1 recap that I can watch.
But new Godzilla anime this year, new Monarch Legacy of Monsters season this year, potentially another Monarch show coming very soon, Godzilla -0 coming maybe this year, Godzilla Supernova coming maybe this year.
I forget that's a thing.
There's a lot of Godzilla
We're gonna
content.
eat good.
I'm saying this year and next year, but I'm meaning 2026.
We all get what you mean.
Yeah, we do. Special thank you to our Odo Island patrons: Connor, Frogurt, Nerkles, Michael, Rich, Jacob, Shaun, Ron, Matt, JBSpino, Emma, and JB Mason. We really appreciate you guys giving us support. If you want to join the Odo Brodos, join the club, head to patreon.com/Podzilla.
Have we always called them that?
I think the wrap-up show has coined that, but I'm stealing it.
It was we started it. You heard it here first.
Yeah, official trademarked Odo Brodos.
Yeah. Podzilla trademark.
Podzilla trademark.
If anybody else has the Podzilla
Yes.
name in anything, we will sue you.
Yes. Yeah.
That includes you boys. You know who I'm talking about.
With the Podzilla name?
Yeah.
You're suing the wrap-up podcast?
Yep.
Our first act of 2026. Okay, Mykah,
That's our story
brave.
arc.
That's brave. Should we just get straight into Underwater?
Dude, the movie is called Underwater. I forget.
Should we
I'm
just go
supposed to.
straight Underwater?
So this is our final movie.
No, it's not. Mykah.
Take it back. This is our second to last movie in the Under the Waves theme.
Beneath the Waves.
Man,
You've got Underwater
I'm
on
gonna
the
pass.
brain.
Under and water. It's just the two words that are floating around in there.
We started off this theme re-releasing our Autopsy of a Horror Movie Jaws episode. Then we did The Abyss with the Final Draft guys. Then we did The Host. This is my pick for the theme, Underwater. And then next episode, we're going to be watching a patron-picked movie, which I'm excited to figure out what that is. But yeah, I saw Underwater back in 2020 when it released. I was newly married. We were, I think, right in the throes of lockdown. And this movie was completely shafted. Not only was it the final 20th Century Fox movie that was quickly released before they changed to 20th Century Studios and were bought out by Disney. But additionally, yeah, it came out like right in the middle of COVID, completely missed a theatrical release, was just dumped on streaming, and it bombed, did not make back its budget at all. Hardly any people know about it, but there is one defining feature that has made it stick in my brain, and I have not been able to get it out for the last 5 years. And that is that this is an underwater kaiju movie, and the kaiju in question is none other than H.P. Lovecraft's Cthulhu.
Is it confirmed Cthulhu?
It is confirmed Cthulhu. The director has confirmed that this is Cthulhu. This is a Cthulhu movie.
Whoa.
So that's what's just crazy about this, because on the surface, I feel like Underwater's a little bit forgettable.
Underwater's niche.
It's, not well known, kind of forgettable, rips off a whole lot of other movies.
Underwater monster movies, even niche. Underwater kaiju movies, this might be the only one.
This might be the only, this perfectly fits beneath the waves. And not only that, it's more true to our inception of the podcast than a lot of other things. This is a kaiju underwater, but how wild that it's Cthulhu. This is a big Cthulhu movie. This is someone trying to survive Cthulhu. This is Kristen Stewart. I got it. Kristen Stewart. Like it. Don't give me those eyes.
Keep running across the
Kristen
finish line.
Stewart, TJ Miller trying to survive Cthulhu.
I love you say that like they're the only two players in this game.
We'll get into it. But shall I bring us in?
Yeah, please.
Let's talk underwater. The year is 2050, and Kepler 822, an underwater research and drilling facility deep within the Mariana Trench, is suddenly attacked by an unknown entity. The whole facility begins to implode and explode and tear itself inside out, tear itself completely apart, and the mechanical engineer Nora Price steps up, rallying the surviving crew members to come up with some sort of plan. After regrouping with their captain, the crew decides that their only hope is to traverse the ocean floor to Roebuck Station, which contains emergency escape pods capable of reaching the surface. The problem? The bottom of the ocean is crawling with strange, creepy, golem-like sea creatures that pick them off one by one, implanting chest bursters into their backs, back bursters I guess, and cutting off their path to Roebuck Station. Eventually, Nora finds a strength she didn't know she had. She manages to find that power within herself and save the last two crewmates, Emily and Liam, bringing them to the station. But not before they come face to face with the big mother of all beasts, the big creature behind it all, behind all these other little creepy crawlers, a colossal undersea kaiju, Cthulhu himself. And there's one final little itty-bitty complication. There are only enough escape pods for 2 people, not 3. In the end, Nora sacrifices herself, saves her friends, and rigs Roebuck Station to explode, killing all those clinger creatures and forcing Cthulhu to meet his untimely demise to an underwater grave, to a grave underwater. Cthulhu doesn't reach the surface and remains underwater.
Did you just call Cthulhu a mother?
Yes, Cthulhu. What gender is Cthulhu?
A mother.
Can you confirm? Did you see any undersea genitalia?
Cthulhu.
There was a lot of babies.
Cthulhu's gender is officially a mother.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's a lot of little baby monsters hanging off him. I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, this is stuck in my memory because I like Lovecraft. We've talked on the show before about playing Call of Cthulhu. I read a lot of Lovecraft's short stories growing up.
I feel like I've never read any of the short stories, but being able to say Cthulhu's name,
I feel like you used to say Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
We did say that, didn't we?
We did say Cthulhu.
Cthulhu. Why do we do this?
Maybe the worst moment of my life. Maybe the worst era of Mykah.
Better or worse than Magneto?
Oh, don't say it.
What else do we say? There are a million things. Bombs and
Lakitu.
Lakitu. That's
Lakuti?
Lakuti.
Lakitu. Lakuti. We called it a Lakuti.
What's the real name for that thing? That Cooper on a cloud.
Lakitu. Lakitu. The weird thing about this movie, Jasha, is that you're supposedly throwing around that it's a Cthulhu.
Look, this is a Cthulhu movie.
No names are ever said in the movie. And two, apart from it being an underwater monster,
Yeah.
there's nothing else Cthulhu about it.
Excuse me?
Doesn't Cthulhu look as a Cthulhu Cthulhu noob here who can't even pronounce his name correctly? Doesn't Cthulhu have like wings and like dark mythological powers?
He like unfurled two little like flappy wing things at the end.
Flappy wing things are not wings.
And he had like tentacles, but also
but it was like a
mouth
beard.
on top.
It was a beard.
That's the suckiest thing about this movie is like, if you are going to make a Cthulhu movie, make him look like
Cthulhu.
Like, make him look Cthulhu. Don't over-design him so that he looks completely different. Like, if they had the classic Cthulhu look at the end, I feel like it would have been such a better moment than looking up on Wikipedia afterwards and being like, this is Cthulhu. But yeah, I have a fondness for Cthulhu, for Lovecraft. In my final years of high school, we had to do book reports.
Sure.
Do you do book reports? And like part of your credits for the year, like end of year exams.
Nah, I wish.
You didn't?
I would have been reading books up the wazoo if I...
Yeah. I think for our internal exams, we had to like do 6 different reports and they could be books or movies.
Was this for year 7 and 8?
Nah, year 11.
Oh man, I wish.
Year 11. And...
Oh no, I did do movies. Wait, I did The Martian as one of mine. Maybe I did.
I did the whole show of Lost and the whole show of X-Files for 2 of my 6. And I spent so much time doing like shows and movies. And then I got to, I think the day before, and I was like, oh my goodness, I need to put in 2 more book reports. I need to find something short. And then Lovecraft's books were like super, super short.
Yeah.
So I read a Lovecraft book called, I think it's Memoria. I can't even remember. The Dark of the Moon or something.
Sure.
Just super short ones. And then I wrote some real like out there, really deep book reports.
I feel like it's quite easy to make up some deep stuff about books and movies.
Yeah.
Real quick, before we go on to your last book report, how the heck did you write one about the entirety of X-Files?
Mykah, what do you mean?
Do you have that somewhere?
I probably do.
Can you go back in your email drafts?
I ended up doing a report on Lost again for my like year 13 external exam.
External?
Yeah. So for classes, it's probably way different in New Zealand than it is anywhere else. But throughout the year and like your final year of school, at least in my class, we all watched a show or a movie together. We watched David Copperfield.
Yes, I remember walking in class and seeing you guys watching this.
The BBC classic Daniel Radcliffe and Maggie Smith in David Copperfield. And we would watch it like every week. So much so that everyone in our class was just making jokes about it all year.
Yeah.
And with the intent of we'd watch this so many times throughout the year. And then all of us collectively would do a final exam exploring the themes of David Copperfield. And we'll send it off to get marked and then we'll get credits for it. I got to the end of the year and I was like, I do not want to do a report on David Copperfield.
There's too many times I'm sick of this movie now.
It's just become a complete meme in our class. I don't want to write what is there deep to talk about in David Copperfield?
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm just obsessed with Lost right now. I'm going to write about Lost and like good and evil, light and dark, Jacob and Mr. Black, John Locke and Jack Shepherd, and like these 2 like points of views and evil and good battling one another. And I got excellence for it.
Nice.
So like, flip, man.
I want to say I did a similar thing.
Did you?
I remember we watched The Help with Emma Stone. We watched...
There was all the stuff we were made to
Remember
watch.
the Titans?
There's such
with
the
Denzel Washington.
most boring things.
I want to say that I did the same thing and ended up doing mine on Les Miserables.
Dude, that's a good one. That's good.
Really getting in depth on the difference in mindsets between Jean Valjean and Javert.
We had another one we did on a movie called The Woman in Gold.
Oh.
Which is like a Ryan Reynolds drama. And I don't know why they just pick. Why did this? It's so easy to find a deep movie to talk about with compelling themes, yet it was always just like a period drama.
You know, there's points in my life in which I'm like, you know what, I would love to be an English teacher. And then I think to myself, no, the only reason I want to be is so that I can actually pick a good movie for kids to experience.
The creative side of it all. Yeah, but then I'm hearing about like when we had Alex on the show for the Abyss episode, him talking about like when he was studying film or in his film class, like they watched Terminator Judgment Day, like that kind of stuff.
How good would that be to get your entire class to watch Terminator Salvation?
Terminator every week of the year? Exam on James Cameron's themes in Terminator. Avatar Fire and Water's out now. I hope it's good.
What day is it coming out?
I said Fire and Water, Fire and Ash, Fire and Ash. It comes out, I think, next week for us.
Recording time.
Yeah.
Next week recording time.
Yeah. It's been out for a month.
I need to rewatch the first and second.
Like I've been getting, guys, we'll get to Underwater soon. I know how many people love this movie.
But another really good underwater movie is Avatar Way of the Water.
But all day, all week in the Discord, are you seeing this? I just got tagged right now by JBSpino. Of course you'd like Avatar. What does that mean? He tagged me an hour ago. What does this mean?
You know what? I'm right there with you, Jason. Avatar is so Jason coded. Avatar is so Jason
I'll
coded.
never watch at home, Connor said. Nick, great that first time, but the character drama fell pretty flat.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm on your side now. You guys need to buck up and change your opinion.
Avatar's really boring. Baffled to why it won awards. Frogurt. Guys, rewatch Avatar. I beg you. Put the phones down. Just succumb to James Cameron. Just succumb.
Do a Mykah and get some popcorn at home.
Am I crazy for liking Avatar? No one in the Discord has backed me up and been like, I love Avatar. It's just 100 people saying, like, of course you'd like Avatar. Avatar sucks. What does that say about me?
It means you like Avatar.
Dude.
Jay Shaw is just a sucker for blue guys.
I am a sucker for a blue guy.
Cthulhu looks blue.
It's because he's underwater.
Because he's what? Say that again.
Underwater.
Whoa.
What a lame title for a movie. Anyway, let's talk about Underwater.
Before we get into it, before we get into you trying to say Kirsten Dunst, can we spitball for a second? Just 20 seconds. Can you pitch a better name for Underwater?
This is the first episode of the year. We're not even talking about the movie.
A movie about a drill site in the Mariana Trench.
Okay.
Go, Mariana.
You call it Mariana?
The Trench.
The Trench.
Whoa.
Across the trench.
Across the trench.
Beneath the drill.
Oh. Implode, explode.
Oh. The Call of Cthulhu.
Oh. The
Way of Water.
The crevasse of Cthulhu.
The Abyss.
The Abyss might be the one that takes it. Oh my gosh. Stamp it, print it, ship it out.
Surely there's a better name. Because you had never seen this. You didn't know it was Cthulhu?
I didn't even.
Did you think it was a monster movie?
I'm going to be real, Jasha. I saw that it released in 2020 and it had Kristen Stewart. And had Kristen Stewart in it. And I'm like, this looks like the type of movie that rated as a 1.5 stars on Letterboxd and
a Mykah Drake
radar.
A Mykah Drake 1.5 star classic. Yeah.
All that to say, no, I hadn't heard of it. In all of my research about underwater monster movies, Underwater the monster movie never came up once.
That's why I'm like, well, it should have been called something more enthralling. I don't know what it could be, but
what's the acronym that people use? It's like the search term. Oh, it's like the searchability of a movie.
Yeah, you want good SEO. Search engine optimization.
Yeah. Bad SEO, guys.
Yeah, I typed into I was searching up something about my favorite actress who I can pronounce her name of very clearly, Kristen Stewart.
Oh yeah, that one.
And I was like, Nora Underwater. because her character is Nora, and I just thought that would give me information about Nora underwater, and it was just giving me a whole lot of things. Because underwater, and I was like, creatures in underwater. What in hindsight's a bad idea, because there's a lot of creatures underwater, but I just assumed.
Salmon.
Yeah, it was like, well,
Octopus.
fish are underwater. I was wanting information on Cthulhu, damn it.
I mean, I feel like the big selling point of this is obviously Cthulhu. But looking at all the posters, it looks like a generic big fish monster movie.
A huge anglerfish or something with those teeth.
I've got like the underwater poster with her, the giant maw of something in front of her.
Because not only 20th Century Fox getting canned and this movie getting quickly released, not only COVID, not only like streaming services getting more bigger and bigger, not only TJ Miller getting cancelled right when this movie came out. Like it's just a bottle of a whole lot of problems that was just spilled out.
I think as well as it was all filmed in 2017.
Really?
Took 3 years
to actually get out there.
And then when it did get out, bad timing for it.
Forgotten about.
I feel like it's just one of those movies where a lot of things ended up and not coming together right.
No, and there are elements of it I really like, because Kristen Stewart is phenomenal. I don't usually like her. I didn't really like her in the Twilights. I know that's pretty like classic to say. Everyone doesn't really like her in Twilight, but
that's to like see. I haven't seen her in too much.
That Charlie's Angels, she wasn't that great.
Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, I have. I liked her in Spencer. I really liked Spencer, but I really like her in this as well. Like, I just love her kind of energy. I think she's actually really good at portraying emotion when her friends are starting to be in danger, and you can tell she's like stressing out. But
I think she also comes across as very genuine very easily.
Yeah. I liked her look as well, like that buzz cut, like white blonde hair. And just
eyeshadow the entire movie.
Eyeshadow, mascara.
No, she's good.
But it's also very artistic. Like there were a lot of shots of just slow-mo, like her looking at water dripping or kneeling on the ground taking a shower. And I really appreciated just that cinematography. Whenever like an explosion would happen, there were really like nice moments of silence before it went crazy, or clever camera tricks.
Nice moments of silence.
I like a really calm, like... Every time there was a big
quiet,
explosion.
ramping up to a jump scare, Jake's just like, oh, this is nice.
I'm having a nice time. I'm reveling in the
Brings out the
silence
tea and
of it all.
saucer.
There was a moment of silence that Mykah was taking a drink and then he got a jump scare. Can we talk about that?
Sure.
You jumped.
I'm not denying it, but I will add that I had a cold V energy drink balanced on my couch with nothing to support it. And knowing that a jump scare was coming because it went silent and Jace was sipping on his tea and saucer, I reached over quickly to stabilize it. That's what you saw.
You reached over to stabilize your V.
To stabilize my V.
You knew a jump scare was coming and you wanted to support it.
Yeah. As I would do for any of my friends.
But exactly at the right time that the jump scare happened.
Yeah, I'm just
so you're not like
tuned in.
You're not like pre-supporting it. You're actually like doing it the exact time you would get scared.
Yeah,
because you just got scared.
No, I was supporting it all the way through. Can we stop talking about Mykah supporting his energy drink?
Kristen Stewart plays Nora, the mechanical engineer on this station. Vincent Castle plays Captain Lucian, the captain, of course, of the station. Jessica Henwick. Oh, Jessica Henwick. I love Iron Fist. I love Jessica Henwick.
Fan.
I'm a huge Henwick head. She plays Emily, the biologist on the station. John Gallagher, who everyone would know. You'd know Mykah from 10 Cloverfield Lane. He plays Liam Smith, the engineer.
Haven't seen it.
Mamoudou Athi plays Rodrigo, one of Nora's crewmates, the first one that she finds at the start.
Mm-hmm.
And then TJ Miller plays Paul Abel, another one of her crewmates. I don't even know what he does. He's a bit crazy. He's got like a toy bunny rabbit that he likes to keep close.
Is that all? I feel like there's a couple other people that pop up.
I think that's it. There's like dead bodies.
Maybe
and
that's what I'm thinking of.
Photos of people that have deceased. But those are kind of the 6 characters in the whole movie.
Yeah. So set in 2050, the movie is about a drill excavation rig at the bottom of the Mariana Trench.
36,000 kilometers down or something.
36,000 leagues under the sea.
Yeah.
It very quickly starts off just with the inciting event of a query earthquake, causing so much of the site just to implode and explode.
But there's stillness before
but there is stillness, and there's some nice
stillness.
quiet.
Yeah,
some
yeah,
nice stillness.
Yeah.
And I think very quickly this movie turns into, I think a lot of people would describe it as an almost Alien-esque escape movie.
It's very much trying to give you the same feels Alien does, especially with those tight corridors at the start and like the slow movements through them. It's just
The quiet
Alien.
like minute or two just scoping out the setting.
It is Alien. They 100% just want you to feel Alien. There's like a chest burster in this. It just looks like a chest burster. They don't even do anything to.
But it's a back burster.
Yeah. But it comes out of someone's back, and it doesn't evolve. But yeah, it's a underwater base that just starts falling apart, and they need to keep moving and getting into more bases to try to find a way out.
This fits very, very snugly into the realm of final girl movies, where it's the final girl and an animal companion versus the monster.
With the bunny.
With the toy bunny.
The toy bunny. You're right. I feel like I've just been gaslit watching this and watching The Abyss into thinking that like deep underwater like research stations actually exist.
Don't they?
No, I don't think they do. But like it just seems so plausible, I guess, that we have people working under the ocean in these like, almost space station-esque little research facilities. But I don't think they exist. Movies have lied to me with all this iconography and imagery of these spacesuits and people working down there and drilling for oil and looking for minerals.
Underwater drilling rigs do exist.
I don't think so. It's always on top of the
all
water.
of them are above water, yeah.
But there's so many movies. It's so plausible. Like you watch Abyss and I'm just like, yeah, well, it happens. I'm watching this and I'm like, yeah, it happens. But then, we don't actually have like deep sea diving suits like that. We don't actually have this kind of tech. Surely that exists. Why aren't we doing this? Why are we so set on the stars?
Worth it.
Not worth it.
I mean, you think about it. We are several decades now out of trips to the moon.
Yeah.
Would you rather try and find a habitable space on a planet or underwater? Because they pretty much both require the same amount of effort.
Dude, but there's so much space underwater. The world's mostly water. What if we were able to start like creating like places to live down deep?
Why would we need to?
Because overpopulation.
They've got deserts to help with that.
Just chuck people in the deserts.
Well, let's just chuck people underwater instead.
It'd be so cool though.
I think it's not worth it. If we can excavate and drill just fine above water, we don't need to go on.
And I feel like we'd never really be able to figure out that like pressurization, depressurization.
It'll always be
problem.
dangerous. Yeah.
Because that's every scene in this movie. It's like they're in danger of just imploding if they get a little tiny bit of the ocean in their suits.
So not even most, but a good portion of the characters in this movie end up dying. And I feel like they do have the problem of when you have so many people dying underwater, you got to find new ways. When people are dying underwater in suits, you got to find new ways for them to die.
Different things happen. I mean, the first guy, Rodrigo, that he just fully implodes because his glass starts to crack on his helmet. He's the guy who watches so much anime. He has a line. He's like, "Oh well, I watch a lot of anime. Pressurization down here will just start to get you if you go out there without any type of oxygen or blah 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 blah." Yeah, I watch
Average anime consumer.
And then he's the one who ends up.
And then TJ Miller says, "Hey, I watch anime too."
TJ Miller's like Slender Man, pop culture reference, blah blah blah.
Weird thing to hear in even 2017.
It's set in 2050, and Slender Man is apparently still in the cultural consciousness enough for some guy on a deep sea diving rig to be making little puns. Did you like the characters in this? Did you find the camaraderie to match kind of the stuff in Alien or similar ilk?
Not really. So what? Why is there someone called Poseidon Patty?
That's a made up name. What are you reading?
I'm on the underwater cast list here.
On what?
On Letterboxd. Amanda Troop plays Poseidon Patty.
There was one continual like voice over the intercom.
I think that's Godmother.
Oh my! Are they calling that Mother?
Wait. Sorry, I completely derailed this. Who's Poseidon Patty?
It's not even a person.
Underwater.
Because, Godmother must be that voice that's like, if you're part of this crew, you're part of a family. Join the family. Stay safe. Work safe down here. Stick together. The buddy system works. Which, again, is just very alien, like Weyland-Yutani alert.
Oh, put a pin in that. We'll come back to that.
Oh, we'll get back to the Weyland
We'll get back to
Yutani
Weyland-Yutani.
comparisons.
I don't think anybody knows who Poseidon Patty is, Jasha. Literally, I don't think anyone. Someone has asked this question online, and no one knows.
Wow.
Crazy.
Let's re-watch the movie and listen to the commentary track right now. Let's just put a
Is there a commentary track?
No,
Can we
I
actually
don't
watch
know.
it?
I don't know.
Bring back the commentary tracks. To answer your question, I feel like we get what? 1, 2, 3,
There's
4,
six.
5, 6. There's six
Six
of our characters here. I feel like it's set up right at the start of this movie that this rig is enormously large.
They talk about multiple floors and people living here and going without seeing their families on the surface.
But even then, like, a good portion of this movie is the team having to traverse a mile of, constructed rig.
And there's multiple rigs, multiple stations.
Multiple stations. Like, they don't know everybody on their rig. So it feels like when this team of people come together, they're already not functioning as closely as you'd expect.
But it also feels
like a bunch of people who have been down on this rig for what they imply is a very long time.
But they know each other.
Do they?
Yeah, they talk about because the main Nora is good friends with Liam and her.
Yeah, but they were good friends before this.
Yeah, and then Liam has his girlfriend Emily, and then obviously Nora knows the captain, and obviously Nora's joking around with Paul. And I think the only person that didn't know anyone was like Rodrigo, that first guy that just meets Nora, and he's like, "Oh, who are you? What do you do here?"
Yeah.
No, but he actually knew of her as well. She didn't know him, but he was like, "Oh,
yeah." But there's a very big difference from Alien is the best comparison point.
The blueprint.
Alien, where you have you got your gang.
Yeah.
Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah, I'll name them all right now.
You're eating slop.
Name them all right.
Altogether.
Name 3 alien characters right now.
Ripley, Jonesy,
And the Xenomorph.
Hey. Riggs.
Who is Riggs?
That's Doc.
It's Lethal Weapon. Who's Doc?
Those sound like names of people. Well, I can do this. Jay Shaw, I might not be able to. Oh no. Oh no.
So yeah.
Yeah, let's move on.
It's different.
But there's a very clear difference when you have a movie that follows people who are friends and have known each other for years.
Yeah.
And then this movie where it just seems like workmates who work in different areas of. I work at the hospital, right?
Yeah.
I work on one of the wards there. I don't know the staff in ICU. I don't work with the people in the emergency department.
That would have been more interesting. I feel like it would have been more interesting if they just completely didn't know each other and had completely different skills and were like, oh, whoa, we can use you for this and I can do this. And, we can gather together and hone our...
Let's all hone our
combine
skills
our skills
during this earthquake event.
But instead it was like, oh yeah, I know you. Oh yeah, I grew up with you. Oh yeah, I'm going out with you. Oh yeah, I've heard of you.
I feel like as well, when it gets to that, the small amounts of connection there are between people, it never really goes anywhere interesting. We have the movie ends with our little trio of important characters of Nora,
Emily and Liam,
who are the partners. I feel like even between those three, there's not much of a relationship except for the fact that Nora is friends with Liam and wants him to be able to survive with his girlfriend.
No, Mykah, it's deeper because Nora and Liam were best friends and Nora fell in love with Liam's friend and she became his fiance. Like they were engaged. Nora was engaged to Liam's friend and then they went out for a diving expedition one day, but everyone was tired except for Nora's fiance, and then Nora's fiance went diving alone, and then he disappeared. And now Liam doesn't talk about that to Nora, and Nora doesn't talk about that to Liam. But at the end, she actually starts to open up to Liam's girlfriend because she knows that like the same thing could happen to her, like happened to Nora when she lost the person she loved.
Sure. All it's to say is there is an unspoken connection between characters.
It's powerful. There's so many times in this Nora's just like, well, it's got power within us. Well, we just got to reach deep and be powerful.
Is the implication that her fiancé? Is there a difference?
I think fiancé is a girl and fiancé is a guy.
Is the implication that her fiancé was eaten by Cthulhu?
Because they say that they never recovered his body, right? He just disappeared going diving. Cthulhu's got a vendetta against Nora.
Was it on this rig?
I don't think so. I think it was like a fun diving you know, if you're working down in the deeps of being underwater, you're going to go diving on your weekends, you know?
Guys, if you dive underwater, contact Podzilla. Tell us about your experiences.
Yeah,
have you ever had any close encounters of the Cthulhu kind? Please let us know. I love the origin story for Cthulhu here.
Yeah.
It seems like it starts off as a crazy alien movie, underwater aliens, a la The Abyss.
Yeah.
But the explanation here is that when drilling underwater, they ended up hitting a pocket of a thermal pocket?
A
thermal pocket.
Thermonuclear hydrodynamic pocket, I think.
Exactly. That had temperatures hot enough to sustain life for the past several centuries, if not millennia.
Yeah.
So Cthulhu is really just an ancient being.
An old one.
An old one.
A great old one.
A great old one, if you will.
An elder god.
I wouldn't go that far. That has been able to live by surviving in its own temperature of heat under the cold, cool ocean for a long, long time.
And he's awoken finally by drilling. And
which I like that. Like, that's a cool plot for a movie.
It is cool. And that is like the big, like, last 20-minute reveal. Because for majority of this movie, we just have these, like, real lanky, weird underwater beings that are just everywhere, tearing people apart and pulling them away from their groups. There's that cool bit when they finally try to get to that other station at the end, and the Rosebuck station, and you see that the ceiling above it is just covered with so many of these creatures. I think the official name for those other things are clingers. Clingers. They're clinging to something and they're blocking the way. The clingers. And that's actually quite a cool visual, I think, like them hanging off the roof like bats.
Sure.
Like the host. And she has to try and find a way through it. Nora and Emily, they both have to get through, and they're clinging to the top, but their like hands are coming down. They have to wheedle their way through it.
Everything is clinging but their hands.
Yes. Yeah. And I just love the visuals of these things, like the small pinprick, bright eyes, how lanky they look. There are moments when you just catch glimpses of them in the sand on the ocean floor, and they just like very unnaturally move away or move to the side.
I think initially it treats them almost as like cryptids. Like
Yeah.
You'll see those pinprick white dots underwater, and it'll very quickly scoot out of camera.
They reminded me of Gollum.
Why?
Like in Fellowship of the Ring, when you see just glimpses of Gollum and he's got the shiny eyes and
You get one glimpse of Gollum that entire movie.
Okay, I'll be specific. It reminds me of the one glimpse of Gollum in the Fellowship of the Ring.
All right, I'll take it.
Are they the same color as him?
Pale.
Yeah. So we got the clingers, we got some weird little chest burster ripoff, and then there's the reveal that the clingers are actually clinging on to Cthulhu.
Yeah, that's a good little moment there.
When they like lift up and you
The
see
entire
real
roof,
weird.
yeah.
The whole roof just disappears up in the depths above. The depths above? What's
Heights.
the heights above?
In the heights.
The heights above the depths.
Yeah.
And we see glimpses of Cthulhu at the end, and he's just this massive kaiju-sized underwater humanoid, tentacles coming down, almost like a beard. He's got a weird segmented mouth, and then he's got little paws all over his arms and legs, which host these clingers.
It's very deleted ending of Shin Godzilla.
Yeah, when the tails like splitting apart in humanoid
Where there is
Godzillas.
this giant host creature that ends up creating just this incredible amount of, I don't even know what you'd call it. It's very akin to Alien, where you have like the 3 different stages of the creature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Crazy visual. I love the
cool
visual as
visual.
well of all the characters being in their little base at the end, and they look out the window and Cthulhu's there just looking like an incredible boss in a video game.
And just swarms of coming out of him of these clingers.
Yeah.
It looked pretty awesome. And I love that design for Cthulhu. But again, just give me the classic Cthulhu bulbous head, tentacles, no mouth, proper wings.
Has there been a Cthulhu movie?
I think Call of Cthulhu is a movie. I don't know if it was well made or well regarded. I know that there's been a few times people have tried to make Lovecraftian movies. Guillermo del Toro tried to famously make Mouths of Madness for a while, but I think it was shut down.
What is Mouths of Madness?
I don't even know if Cthulhu's in that, but some random Lovecraftian movie set in snowy mountains. So I'm quite surprised that we don't have like a big budget Lovecraft movie, and the closest we're getting is some random alien ripoff that shoehorns Cthulhu into the third act.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know if there are really many other monsters that fill that sphere, but like, I don't know, I feel like the legends of things like Bigfoot have been around not nearly as long as Cthulhu, and there have been so many movies about like, I don't know, Bigfoot or the Wendigo or so many other cryptids.
Loch Ness Monster, Water Horse.
Loch Ness Monster is probably the best. Water Horse.
But even that, there's not many. Like there's a handful. I feel like we need to just get more random
mythological monster movies.
Oh, come on.
Oh, someone could make such a good Cthulhu movie.
Yeah.
Guys.
It'll be great. And that's what I wish, like, if they were going to make Cthulhu the big bad at the end, I wish they'd drop little hints, like bring it into the mythos more. Like maybe from the very start, Nora is experiencing like weird, like psychic, like something's like psychologically attacking her and she's blacking out and she's struggling or hearing sounds. Because that's what Cthulhu does is like, I don't know, just disturbs and distorts reality and heaps of weird psychic abilities and like crawls his way into your mind. Wouldn't it have been cool if like she was slowly just losing it and it's because she was in such close proximity to this elder god?
Here's the thing. I feel like this movie has quite a
super generic
story pitch, I should say.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that Cthulhu's there. I feel like when the board was reading the pitch and saw this, that's the reason you greenlight it, is because it's a Cthulhu movie that hasn't been done.
Yeah.
But 2/3 of this movie feels like any other movie. And I don't know, I feel like it doesn't focus on the right feelings or the right tension. The pacing is off. It doesn't have too much of a focus on the characters at all, except for TJ Miller, who's just doing jokes the entire time.
You know what? I didn't mind him.
JC, you can't say that.
He was the jokes.
No, he's good.
He's
good. We're huge TJ Miller fans on this podcast.
I didn't mind him.
But you're right. When you have the opportunity to make a Cthulhu movie, go the whole 9 yards. Is that a phrase?
Yeah, it is. I don't know what it...
Go the whole 20,000 yards even.
65,000 yards.
Because how cool would that be? Is a movie that, you have the Alien-like spin on it, where you have this crew that's trapped in close quarters, but then you also get to play with, I don't know, even like the Blair Witch-esque tension between the characters, not being able to trust each other. You could go in a super trippy Doctor Strange-ish direction where the whole world just begins to fall apart at the seams.
And I wonder, was Cthulhu meant to be in this from the start? Or was it...
Because it could also be a case of, it's just a monster.
And then
but then near the end,
branding.
Cthulhu's an underwater creature. Let's just
make it
unofficially name it that.
Yeah, because that's stuff that can be done in post.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm sure you bring us into it in your trivia segment.
Oh, you'd think so?
Yeah, I would think so. I didn't mind the crew. I think I preferred this crew to the Abyss crew, if I'm being honest.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't really feel much about those guys in the Abyss. Whereas in this, I feel like The characters each had some interesting things about them. I did like the Captain Lucian. I feel like he was just very like strong. I mean, it was kind of stereotypical. They didn't do much with him. But like, I love the scenes when the whole station was like shaking around and everyone was like flopping to the floor. Classic Star Trek reacting to the shakes. And he was just standing like stoic, unmoving. And like, he always had the plan, but he was always putting his team first. Like, I appreciated it. It was simple, but it's kind of what this movie needs is just characters to sit in like stereotypical niches and just play those up to the extreme. I don't think
they were playing them up to the extreme, though.
He kind of was. I didn't really like Emily and Liam. They kept talking about their love for one another and like, oh, you really love him, don't you?
Yeah, Nora's like, you guys have such a good relationship.
And I'm like, when did we ever see this love? I thought he was like her like mentor. He calls her an intern at one point. I'm like, is this just like a mentor intern?
That's like a little pet name.
Intern manager. Your pet name's an intern?
Oh, how you doing, my little intern?
Why is he hiring his girlfriend to work under him as an intern? This is an HR. Can someone call HR?
Hey, HR died in their initial crash. HR died in the initial earthquake.
And I guess the buddy system works.
Yeah.
The buddy system
What's stronger
works.
than a bond between an intern and their mentor?
And there was some I think it was more often Nora's character than not, but she was just a great, like, heroic, badass lead. Like, I liked her.
Blind, even.
What?
Dude, she had glasses on at the start of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
That was so quickly smashed.
Discarded, yeah.
She's blind for the rest of it.
She was blind and she still continued on. I loved her little challenges to the captain, like, can you admit that if we do this, we will die? And he was like,
can you admit that if we do this, there's a chance we live?
Chance we live. The chance we die, chance we live. I didn't really get the TJ Miller bequeathing his bunny stuff. What is he just like a bit crazy?
Can we talk about the bunny? The bunny is such a weird addition to the movie.
Is he just crazy?
So we get introduced to TJ. What's his character's name?
Something super forgettable. Paul.
Nah, let's call him TJ. When we get introduced to TJ, he's buried under a bunch of rubble.
Yeah.
The first thing we see him do is pass on his little bunny to Nora.
Yeah.
Which, that being the first thing about his character, I feel like just gave me some weird vibes.
And then second thing is, for some reason, he's shirtless. And he's just tatted up with the most random tattoos you've ever seen.
Yeah. Tatted around the nipples.
Puts
me off.
Who is this dude?
I don't know. But I feel like he makes a point to be as shirtless as possible for most of this movie.
And he's just telling jokes that aren't really good.
Because what's the first thing he says when he sees
it's
Nora
the classic.
Is, oh, you beautiful flat-chested elven creature.
He's talking about elves. He's talking about Slender Man. He's making jokes about fish hitting brick walls and saying damn, which doesn't really make sense. Because, fish hit dams and can't go through. But where does the brick wall come into it?
Because Hoover Dam is made out of concrete, I guess.
Not bricks.
Not bricks, you're right, Jasha.
You're just attacking my cat.
Yeah, my cat's got me and her claws in the background. Your cat.
My cat.
I've escaped. It's okay.
Okay. All right. I loved the diving suits. I think they looked really cool.
They look epic.
They're in them for so long, and I think they look great. They kind of remind me of Gears of War type outfits. Ooh. Yeah, I thought that was a great addition. I love how each of them slowly started like doing little bits and pieces to their own suits. Like
TJ Miller put in a little gum on the rim of his.
Yeah, he's got chewing gum, and then whenever he's not using it, he's just sticking it to like his suit. But it's just little things like that, which I did appreciate. I just wish that there was more. The one character moment for TJ Miller I like. Wow, I wish there were 10 character moments.
Chewing gum. He does irk me.
Some of his lines were okay.
Well, it's not even that. Like, he just does a lot of real brash stuff. I feel like when everybody goes to, it's a tense moment. Everybody learns that they have to walk 1 mile across the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
They start to get suited up. He goes to the radio, puts a stereo on full blast.
Dude, the suit up
gets
sequence.
Mad at everybody when they don't like that he's putting on music.
The suit up sequence, Mykah. Iconic.
He's yelling and grumbling about his ripped underwear.
20 years now, we'll be saying to each other, man, the underwater suit up sequence. Iconic.
You know what I did love about this movie, genuinely?
Yes.
Alongside a lot of the props, like the suits, I feel like so much of the crew put so much effort into making a lot of these spaces feel lived in. Not only do all the different hallways and rooms of this rig feel just crazy and really, really detailed, but then you get scenes where everybody goes into the brigs that they're operating in, and it doesn't focus on them at all, but you'll look around the edges of the screen and you'll just see a lot of little handwritten notes and memorabilia and tchotchkes from all the people who lived in these spaces. And like, I like that they're not focused on, but they're real easy to miss details that make this space feel so lived in. Yeah. I love them.
Yeah, I think the visuals looked fantastic, and a lot of the stuff they were doing with lights under the water, or when like red alert lights start coming into it.
Especially when we get to the underwater sequences here, which make up a good portion of this movie. You can tell that so much of it.
Wait, the underwater sequence isn't underwater.
The underwater sequence isn't underwater.
Yeah.
So much of it was done post. VFX done in post.
Yeah.
I heard that most of these sequences were shot in complete darkness, but they used LiDAR scanning. Do you know what that is, Jasha?
Yeah, it's when you scan something with LiDAR.
Yeah, you got it. To recreate the look of the movie. And I can't quite put my finger on it or explain it really well, but it does look like they're underwater in the sense that there's so much like particles all around
really
in
murky.
The room. I don't know how they do it, but it looks murky. They've got flashlights on all of their armor, and like the way that the lights hit everything in the darkness.
Yeah, it looks good.
It looks very soft. It doesn't look fake.
Yeah.
The only thing that gets me is the fact that they move far too incredibly fast for being under immense pressure at the bottom of the Mariana Trench.
Mykah, have you been down the bottom of the Mariana Trench and experienced this super fast movement?
No, but
if Cthulhu's in the area...
They're running across the water, and it doesn't look like they're running underwater. It looks like they're slowly running.
Lore-wise, if you actually read Lovecraft, and if you're in the vicinity of Cthulhu, he grants you super fast speed.
Is that true?
Everyone knows that.
Is that true?
Yeah, everyone knows that.
That's true.
Yep, everyone knows that.
Can I get a reference to a page in the Cthulhu book?
Check it down for you afterwards.
Okay, thank you.
I am just looking online. The creature at the end of Underwater was originally called Behemoth, but after shooting the film, the director decided to design the alpha creature based on H.P. Lovecraft's mythos and instead chose to feature Cthulhu as the monster.
But they failed. Even after that change, he still looks more like a behemoth than he does like a Cthulhu.
Cthulhu must be in public domain, right? That's why it would be so easy just to be let's grab him and put him in. Let's make a Cthulhu movie.
The only risk of that is you'll end up making a bad Cthulhu movie.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're going to get a Cthulhu movie, you've got to get it done well.
Yeah, you're right. Like Underwater.
Like Underwater.
Mike, do you have more trivia? Do you have anything else for us to...
I don't have a lot. So this movie, because of the release, it didn't make a lot of waves.
Oh.
But
you've made that joke 2 episodes in a row.
And it gets better every time.
It grossed 40 million worldwide against a production budget of 50 to 65 million. So bomb.
Box
Lost
office
money.
Bomb. Thanks, Cthulhu. Probably the biggest 2 pieces of trivia was each of the diving suits that these characters wear. Each weighed around 63 kgs, which when you're having to shoot these sequences, that's like carrying around a human for the entire shoot.
That's pretty crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
That's
I don't think
impressive.
I could do it.
They looked cool, and they were in them the whole movie.
Yeah. That's what you forget is like even in the scenes that aren't underwater, most of the scenes in the rigs, they're still wearing these suits, which I think it's very easy to make suits that are physically light. But even though I have my gripes against the fact that it doesn't look like they're running underwater,
practically they look great.
Practically, you still feel the weight of them.
Yeah.
I think in all the sequences where they're like taking off their helmets and whatnot, you can tell that all of their motions are hindered by the armor, which makes for a good look. But most importantly, Jasha, there's one sequence here when Captain Lucien does not have his armor on, when they're in the brig of the ship and he's chatting to his crewmates. And on his shoulder, he's got a little strap.
What?
And do you know what logo is on that strap?
No way. You're not going to say Weyland
The
Yutani.
Weyland Yutani logo.
That is
this
not
is
true.
connected to the Alien movies.
It's not true.
Alongside Blade Runner, we now have Alien, Blade Runner, Predator,
Soldier.
is Soldier.
Soldier's a Blade Runner spin-off.
Oh, there you go. It's a Alien franchise, Predator franchise, Blade Runner franchise, and now the Underwater franchise.
So what, you're telling me Cthulhu is canon in Alien?
Yep.
There's no way.
This is 2050. This is 2050. When is Alien set?
Yeah, I don't even want to try and figure that out.
Because feasibly, this movie does feel pretty removed from the rest of society. Blade Runner could be going on. 2077 is
Oh my goodness.
7
Mykah.
years in the future from this.
He does have the Weyland Yutani logo.
Yeah.
It actually looks good as well. Like it was not just a quick they included it. They actually like designed a proper like official looking strap.
All that to say, next time you're doing your Alien movie marathon, like I am doing at the moment, you got to make sure that you chuck Underwater 2020 in there.
I'm also looking that in the movie Serenity, they use a sentry gun made by Weyland Yutani.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm
I
also
don't know what Serenity is.
looking into the TV series Angel. They use a law firm that someone uses in Serenity. I'm looking that in the movie Death Race, the prison is owned and run by Weyland International.
Oh, Jason, this just goes into that theory. Have you heard that theory that there's a series out there where it all ends with the series being a character's like dream or like set in a snow globe or something? Have you heard of this?
Yeah, I've seen that. Everything supposedly connects up fictionally.
And that's the thing. In this universe, there are references to other characters, to other shows. This is all in a snow globe.
That's pretty cool.
Cthulhu's in a snow globe, Jay.
You know what? I like that trivia fact.
That there's a Weyland Yutani logo on the strap.
I'm pro connecting everything sci-fi up with Weyland Yutani.
I'm glad.
I'm just reading that there's an alternate ending that after overloading the core, Nora makes her way to the damaged escape pod, rewires it, and escapes.
Nah, stupid.
Stupid? Good.
She's not a mechanical engineer. She can't do that.
She's literally a mechanical engineer. She could literally do that.
My other big gripe with the movie
Yeah.
is the final sequence.
When Nora punches Emily in the face and chucks her into the escape pod. That was good.
That was good. The other two people managed to escape, and then it's her left to her devices in the rig with Cthulhu out there in the abyss.
About to rise to the surface.
About to rise to the surface, and all the other little grabbers, clingers, start chasing after these two in the pods. And she's like, man, there's nothing I can do in this moment. I can't save myself, but I can save them.
Yeah.
I'll give you a play-by-play of what she does. She presses a button on the computer to get a diagram of the rig core.
Yeah, and up-to-date tracking information for every single one of these clingers.
Yep. We see full 3D models of all of these clingers. She clicks on the core. She puts up 2 sliders to increase the heat.
Like me putting up my brightness on my phone.
And then she presses OK, and the entire thing self-destructs.
Yeah.
There is no safety guards whatsoever on this rig.
She already, off screen, she just bypassed them.
Off screen.
Yeah, we like cut to Cthulhu for a second, then back to her. She just real quickly
Put in a passcode.
Done. Makes sense.
3-key passcode.
And then we get a nice moment of silence. Stillness, Mykah.
Are you telling me that any person on this rig could just go onto a computer,
Blow everything up?
not press not 3 buttons and blow everybody up?
Yeah. Do you think Kulu? Do you think?
I think
Do you
Cthulhu
think
could do
Kulu
it.
survived? Do you think Cthulhu survived? We saw him like fold over in the explosion.
He's lived in thermal pockets underwater for so long. He would have survived.
He's got a plan. He's coming back for Underwater 2.
Above water.
It is very
I need the underwater expanded universe.
He is like a kaiju though. Like
he's absolutely a kaiju.
fully that size, and it's cool seeing a creature that size attacking like a base underwater as if it was a city above.
It really does feel like a boss moment in a game. I can fully see this giant creature like just use one of his arms to smash the side of the rig.
That part specifically when there's like 2 corridors either side of Nora and he just destroys it and you see it starting to implode, then he destroys the other one before she gets to it. It's very like Doom Eternal final boss.
Oh, you've played that game, haven't you?
Yeah, and there's a big kaiju you fight.
I know the one you're talking about.
Very similar.
akin to it. Apart from that, the VFX are in this movie. The VFX are in this movie, but the VFX in this movie are really good.
Yeah.
They used those 3 years after filming wisely.
Work on VFX for 3 years. Yeah. I mean, Mykah, do you have a rating for this? Do you have any final thoughts on Underwater 2020?
I don't really have any other final thoughts.
Whoa.
I didn't like this movie.
Mykah was falling asleep, I can confirm. Mykah had a nap.
I didn't fall asleep. I did have a nap
Mykah
afterwards.
had a mid-credit nap.
There's nothing like a mid-credit nap. Big fan of an MCN here, Podzilla. I feel like it's one of those ones that was almost just doomed from the start. The premise isn't that interesting, except for the fact that it's a movie about Cthulhu. And even then, like you're saying, that name was changed post-production. There isn't any other lore or power to this creature. It's just a big underwater beast. And even though I do like what he ends up as, the fact that he's connected to Cthulhu just feels... he should have been called Behemoth or something else if you're not going the full 9 yards. I like Nora. Maybe I'm a big Kristen fan.
Whoa.
But the rest of the movie, I just don't feel really any emotional attachment to these characters. I think one of the characters, it might have been TJ, was getting eaten alive, and I'm just like...
He got his like leg ripped off.
You guys leg ripped off? I'm like, oh, well, cool, good on them. They're all walking through that little corridor with all the Klinger arms dangling underneath them. Nora gets grabbed, and I'm like, oh, well,
yeah,
fine.
There was no tension. Any of those fight scenes, I just did not feel any tension, which was surprising. It's hard to do, not feel any tension during these.
Yeah.
But the standout is Kristen Stewart's acting. She was great.
She was great.
And
she was great.
The production design and VFX of the whole thing were phenomenal.
Yeah, really, really good.
Like even just real quick scenes of corridors of these this underwater station, like filling up with water and imploding, or quickly doors slamming down. Just everything looked fantastic.
Every 30 minutes or so, there's a moody shot of Kristen sitting in the water, and
slow-mo.
It looks great.
Yeah, it is good.
All that to say, Jaysha.
Yeah,
Jaysha. If you're trapped in some wreckage caused by an underwater earthquake.
From trapped underwater.
If you're trapped underwater, how many flat-chested elven babes are saving you?
Why have we said this? Why have you said this line so many times? I
feel like it just encapsulates the movie for me. It's like you're trying to make like a real crazy out there monster movie akin to Alien. You need the tension there.
I am team Kristen isn't flat-chested. That's what team I'm on.
Yeah.
And I would say 2 out of 5.
True.
Yeah. I mean, it was serviceable. It just takes so much influence and visuals and tone and atmosphere from way better movies and cobbles together something that's kind of like, yeah, it's cool. Looks kind of cool, but is just ultimately forgettable in the end. I like the inclusion of Cthulhu. I like the look of those clingers. I like when they open up their mouths and start to like swallow things whole. There's that moment where it like opens up like it's Augur in Godzilla 2000. It starts to swallow Kristen up, and Kristen up. And then she like has to slice it, shoots a flare into it, then slices her way out its back.
That's pretty cool.
Like there's cool things, but just it's not unique.
A movie that is better than the sum of its... No. The sum is worse than the parts that were better than the sum of the parts.
2 out of 5, Alvin. Full-chested Alvin babes.
1.5 from me.
1.5?
Yeah, like you said, big shout out to the production team, to the VFX. Nora's great. Kristen, we might have to cover Twilight on the podcast.
Big shout out to
just get more
Kristen's
of Kristen.
chest, yeah.
I can just imagine though, like if you get any any amount of mates over to watch this movie, no one's invested.
I did feel
I can't, even if this came out on theaters, did it come out in theaters?
I don't think so, no.
Even if this came out in theaters, I can't imagine one person who's just sitting there really enthralled by what's going on.
I feel the same. I am glad we covered it though. Like it feels like a Podzilla movie. Like a giant kaiju under the water Cthulhu tie-in, very genre sci-fi horror.
Yeah, true.
More so than a lot of the other things we've watched. So I'm glad that we ticked it off.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, you're with me?
There. I'm with you.
Let's hear from someone who really loves this movie. One Connor.
Ooh.
Connor wrote in and said, "Hey P-Fam, I was really glad to see you were covering Underwater because it was going to be my nomination for Beneath the Waves originally. I really enjoyed this film when it came out and was sad it didn't do well and got caught up in the Disney-Fox merger. I'm a big Kristen Stewart fan and I feel like I've spent my whole life Kristen?
Yeah, you got it.
I'm a big Kristen Stewart fan and I felt like I've spent my whole life defending her acting. On that note, can you please cover the entire Twilight saga in 2026 on the podcast? Hope you all had a great Christmas."
Mykah, tell all. I haven't seen any of Twilight. I have seen clips of her acting, and it doesn't seem great in that movie.
Again, I like her in this. I like her in Spencer. There's a lot of modern stuff which she really commits to and I really like. I just think the moody teenager they had her playing in Twilight was not her strong suit, and it just comes across as very cheesy.
There are moments in this movie where I get swept up away in it, particularly because of her.
Yeah.
And I feel like she would do really well in... I haven't seen many movies with her. I think the only other thing I've seen is Charlie's Angels. But... I feel like...
Add Clouds of St. Maria to your watch list right now.
Clouds of St. Maria?
Yeah.
Genuinely?
Yeah, do it. I haven't watched it, but you can watch it. You can tell me what you think.
Clouds of Sils Maria.
Sils Maria. There you go. Sorry.
Adding it now.
Thank you.
I feel like she might just be one of those actresses that doesn't choose great movies to act in. I mean, that being said, did you end up seeing Love Lies Bleeding?
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Yeah, she's fantastic in that. She's also really good in Crimes of the Future. I have actually seen heaps of Kristen Stewart stuff. And she is good. I just feel like Twilight just loses over her.
She's in Zathura.
Oh
my gosh.
Whoa.
Can we cover that?
That's going to be a Podzilla classic.
Can we do the Kristen journey?
I don't know what we're going to be talking about next episode because, again, we're recording this in the past. And as of now, our patrons would have voted on the final Beneath the Waves movie. So head over to our Instagram, head over to our Discord.
Even better, Jay, can you insert a little voice clip of what the next movie is going to be right now?
That's very clever. Okay. Future Jasha, insert our next movie.
Rhaego, King of the Sea Monsters.
It's just Jasha very monotone going, Jaws the Revenge.
Yeah, I will. I'll just do it. Yeah. Jaws.
Imagine if it is Jaws the Revenge.
Tom Hanks, classic. Castaway. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to be watching, but I'm looking forward to it. So join us 2 weeks for that movie that I had just mentioned. Mykah, what are we doing for patrons after the show in our extended segment?
Because this is being covered before the end of the year.
What is this?
This is just going to be a chill talk. I want to hear what have been your favorite movies, games, books, media from the year that you've been able to go through so far.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
We're just going to talk about some standouts from this year, our highlights.
Highlights from 2025.
A little Podzilla wrap-up, if you will.
And we're wrapping up before the end of 2025. Last episode, which I just got really upset that things talk about the best of the year before finishing the year.
Is it true? Yeah. No, but this is coming out in January, so
okay.
It makes sense.
Can I add Avatar Fire and Ash in there even though I haven't seen it?
Yeah, preemptively.
Okay, perfect. We will see you guys next episode. Hope you had a great New Year's. Hope you have a great start to your year.
Yeah.
Catch us in the Discord.
I hope you have some good New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
Like me, Mykah, watching a movie every day of the year. Oh my gosh. When this episode comes out, I will have watched
Wow.
10 movies from the start of summer till the end of the year.
You know what? I doubt it. You give 90% of movies you watch 4.5 stars.
No, I give 90.
What did you give The Abyss?
4.5.